Hey everyone, this video, I have a lot I want to say. I'm still getting over a really bad cold that I had. As for VEDA, I am still recording videos. It won't be vlog every day in April now, it's just almost every day in April. Things got really rough for me to want to express myself. I'm fine. I've just been tired. I feel a little ashamed because I said previous videos that it won't be me sick all the time, it won't be me depressed or down or just negative, and I am shocked at how negative I've been feeling and how stressed out I've been. So I'm sorry for that. But at the same time, I'm not sorry because this is my truth, which is something I say a lot more often now. Living your truth. This is my truth. I still have hope, and I'm very aware that I'm blessed and I'm lucky. But there are things that, are really pushing on me that are really annoying, like my voice right now. Sorry. I think I got it. Anyway, so I had posted on Facebook, that's something I wanted to say. Monday, Mom went to visit my uncle in Jackson Heights, which is very common. My uncle doesn't live with us, so for me to take care of him, my mom goes when I'm working, which I was working on Monday. I'm late for work. I'm going into work earlier than usual because the kids are off this week. They're on vacation. Why am I not on vacation? I don't know. It's around 10 something in the morning. Blah. We knew about ICE detaining immigrants in the area. There are a lot of people who are either illegally here or they're in the process of getting their citizenship papers, or they don't have their green. They're not full-fledged citizens. So we were very aware that they are being detained and they're doing a crackdown. You can claim whatever you want to claim as far as an opinion goes with the subject. That's neither here nor there. I get it. I understand the thought process. That's not the issue. I had heard rumors, I had seen articles within regard to even people who are citizens being harassed, being questioned, even sent to the detention centers, even though they've shown papers, and I don't support that at all. Monday was a little different. While I had heard stories of people from Puerto Rico being questioned and detained, not that I didn't believe it, I did believe it. I just was under the assumption that at this point they know that you work for the government, you should have a clue Puerto Ricans are U.S. citizens. So let me get this clear right now. If you are of the belief that Puerto Ricans are immigrants, go back to school because you're a fucking moron. That's it. At this point in time, if you are an adult, you should know that Puerto Rico is part of the United States. It is a commonwealth, meaning it is just as much a part of the U.S. as a state, except for one thing, and that is, in fact, it cannot vote for president. Oh, but they can be drafted. Yeah, you can't vote for the president, but you can die for him. So that's one issue that I had. Monday, and we are Puerto Rican. My mother is darker than me. She went to visit my uncle. She walked to Roosevelt Avenue, and as she was walking down Roosevelt Avenue, she saw that they were the big police buses picking people up. And she said they were pushing people against the wall, demanding to see ID, demanding to see papers, all this other stuff. And she noticed that they had pulled someone, more than one person. She said there were about 2 men that were demanding that they were Puerto Rican. They had their birth certificates. They don't carry their birth certificate because most people don't carry their birth certificate around because they have ID. They showed their driver's license, and apparently that wasn't enough. They said, I'm Puerto Rican, I'm an American citizen, I have a birth certificate. Let me call someone to get my birth certificate, and they weren't hearing it, and they were put on the bus. Now, do I know if they definitely were detained? No, but I know what my mother saw scared the crap out of her. And having my mother upset and fearful, she's 77 years old, she'll be 78 in December. My mother's lived here since before I was born. Having my mother terrified that they're gonna take her, that's fucked up, and you know that's fucked up.
Oh my God, the policeman was so much in Roosevelt. And then they put it in the big bus?
Yeah, the police buses, I know, you told me.
Oh my God.
But like, what did you see? What were they doing?
The people, they walk in the street and they go to they ask questions. There was one that I figured the girl.
Wait, they had their kids with them? Would they take them away from their children?
They had the little girl.
If someone's with a child, why do you feel it's perfectly fine to do that?
The policeman asked, can I see your ID? He said, I don't have any.
I'm never going to understand people who do not carry ID with them at all times. Like, I could understand maybe once in a blue, you used it for something and you put it back or you didn't put it back. I get that. But when people are like, oh shoot, I didn't know they were going to check ID. Why would you not just carry it for the sake of having it on you? You don't know what's going to happen to you in a second. Sabiendo que está pasando esto en Jackson Heights and Roosevelt, ¿cómo tú vas a caminar por la calle sin identificación? Just the fact that you're a Latino and you're walking down the street, just for being Latino, you're being stopped and asked for ID. You shouldn't be stopped for being Latino, and that's what's happening now. The color of your skin is making you have to be stopped, and that's bullshit. Like, that shouldn't have to happen. But at the same time, if you know this is what life is now, if this is what our society is now, you're just as stupid for knowing that this is happening and not being prepared to protect yourself.
Remember that always was so crowded, Natalia, when you walk?
It's empty because they got rid of so many. I've seen it. Yo lo notaba. I've noticed it. I shouldn't have to be worried about having you go to Jackson Heights by yourself. It's just ridiculous. Just being Latino, Hispanic, anything, not even if you're Middle Eastern, if you're black, just being a human being that isn't white, you're being penalized for it. And that's bullshit. And I can't. I don't want to be here anymore. They want to send Puerto Ricans fucking back to Puerto Rico, pues give me a plane ticket and an apartment, I'll be there. Before this even happened, I don't belong here. And even though I was born in Brooklyn, I don't feel like we belong here. Like, this city isn't meant for us. Like, they don't want us here anymore. They're pushing everyone out. It's not safe. Any Hispanic, anyone of color, I don't care if you're Hispanic, if you're Muslim, if you're from the Middle East, if you're black, I don't care if you're Indian, whatever, Asian, I don't care. No one should be in this country fearful they're going to be taken away from their family and put in prison when they've done nothing illegal, nothing wrong. You can sit there on your high horse about illegal immigrants, whatever. I don't care. That's not what this is about. These are about Hispanics who live here, who pay taxes, who've retired, who are elderly, who have families, have kids, who've contributed to this society, and they're being threatened just by walking down the street. She said legit, this guy was on his cell phone and next thing you know, he was shoved up against the wall. That's not the United States I knew about. That's not the country that my mom believed all her life was protecting her. And the fact that she was terrified really upset me. And that the sad thing is that's just one of many issues that I've been having this week.